We're back. Welcome to Prep Rally, our weekly show dedicated to prep sports in Northwest Arkansas. I'm your host, Chip Souza, sports editor of the NWA Democrat-Gazette. Spring break is come and gone. See my tan. And now teams are in full spring sports mode as we hit the straightaway for the final 2 months of the 2017 school year. There were a full slate of games on Tuesday night across the region, so let's get right to the action, starting with baseball. Springdale Harper is off to a 3-0 start in the 7A West Conference after defeating Springdale High 9-2 at Arvis Ballpark on Tuesday. The Wildcats scored all 9 runs in the late innings after trailing 2-0. Scotty Borderland spoke with Harper coach Ron Bradley after the game on Tuesday. Let's hear what Scotty had to say.
You got a pretty good outing out of Blake today. I think he was at 9 strikeouts through 6 innings, went complete game again.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, he's been nails every time out this year. You know, the inning that we give up the 2 runs, he's coming off of a hard hit ball. He's frustrated at the plate, and I think he carried to the mound. Walked the first guy and then give up a couple of hits, and they did a good job rallying, and we was lucky to escape with only 2 runs, which was huge in the game. But our kids responded very well after being behind, and you know, Blake Thompson had the bunt on twice, and then we give him the green light and he hits a triple in the gap, and that was a huge blow in the game.
In other baseball Tuesday, it was Splitsville everywhere else as Rogers High and Rogers Heritage split a doubleheader at Veterans Park, and Bentonville High split 2 games with Van Buren. Fayetteville earned a sweep of Bentonville West as Grant Sutherland crushed a grand slam in Game 1 win for the Bulldogs. Moving over to softball, Rogers High remained unbeaten in conference play after a 9-3 win over Fayetteville on Tuesday. Sadie Beeman earned the complete game win for the Lady Mounties. Our Paul Boyd covered that game for the NWADG on Tuesday, and he spoke with Rogers coach Mike Harper after the game.
Came back after spring break. You know, right. You took spring break off. Feel like that pretty good effort all the way around?
Yeah, overall. We're a little rusty, obviously.
Sure.
We took 12 days off. We didn't touch a ball the whole time, and it was good for our kids. They needed a break. They worked hard all through the off season and preseason stuff, so it was good to get away. They wanted to be here, which is good. But I was proud of the way Sadie pitched the ball. She pitched, you know, hit her spots pretty well, mixed her pitches up pretty well, and our defense was solid behind her.
Yeah.
Elsewhere in the 7A West on Tuesday, Bentonville won its 30th consecutive game by scoring 18 runs in the first inning in a 27-0 win over Springdale Harper. Bentonville West is also still unbeaten in conference play after its 10-0 shutout win over Springdale, while Van Buren knocked off Rogers Heritage 5-2. We'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll take a look at Tuesday's soccer action. Right now, let's take a look at some of the fantastic sports photos by our NWADG photography staff over the past week. I think I got a concussion. Springdale High has built a wall in front of its net in conference soccer play as the Bulldogs posted their 3rd straight conference shutout Tuesday night in a 4-0 win, 4-0 win over Bentonville. Got to get my soccer terminology there. 4-0 win over Bentonville West. Henry Apple covered Tuesday's match, and he spoke with Bulldogs coach DJ Beeler after the match.
It was tonight, it seemed like that first one was so hard to get, but once you got the first one, everything starts rolling in place.
Yeah, the first goal settled us down a little bit, but you know, we did get off to a slow start, which was the main focus for us at halftime. You know, and they get a little bit of credit for that as well. You know, they were playing well and defending well, and you know, but it was also on us a little bit for maybe, you know, still being a little bit on spring break. So yeah, once you get the goal, it kind of settles you down, and that definitely happened for us.
Yeah.
Springdale Harper earned a big win Tuesday night, knocking off previously undefeated Bentonville. On the girls' side Tuesday, Reagan Reese found the back of the net late to lift Fayetteville to a 2-1 win over Rogers High. Earlier in the match, she had missed a shot from about the same spot, but with the match on the line, she found the back of the net from 18 yards out. Our Mike Capshaw covered Tuesday's match, and he spoke with Fayetteville coach Joe Thoma after the match.
Coach, great win tonight, great game. Like you said, it's kind of a tale of two halves there for your girls.
Yeah, coming off of spring break, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, and I was really proud of the first half. I mean, especially the first minute, we get the goal and kind of surprised them. But then, Rogers came out the second half and really pressured us and took us out of our game and then got the goal and made it really interesting. I thought that we were good enough to score 3 or 4 goals, but their keeper made some saves and, it just wasn't to be, but we did get the winner, and I was really proud of Rachel for getting that. Or Reagan, I'm sorry, for getting that goal. It was really nice.
Can you come in?
That's it for this week's show. Be sure and check out arpreps.com for more spring sports coverage with our weekly blogs, statistics, and more. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Prep Rally. Harper. Bentonville West is also still unbeaten in conference play after its do you want to stop that? What's it doing? I feel like I went to Studio 51 for a second there. Yeah. Tracy.